Welcome back to Battle of the Blades. We are moments away from finding out which couple will go home tonight and which two will advance on to the final next weekend. We are so nervous, but right now I'm hanging out with the Burlington Blue Dragons. Who are you guys rooting for tonight?
Tanith and Boyd.
Tanith and Boyd, what about you?
Tanith and Boyd.
Okay, well, thank goodness they're not in the bottom, but are we nervous for the rest of the guys?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna hold hands. Over to you, Ron.
All right, Maura, and just to be clear, if we have a tie, because we have three pairs, Sandra Bezic, our head judge, who she eliminates would be the final verdict. But we're gonna start with the men. Who are you eliminating? Jeremy Roenick.
Congratulations, everybody, by the way, for reaching here. You guys were awesome. I loved watching you.
So we have one vote for the elimination of Elena and Curtis. Christopher Dean.
What a fantastic skate-off. I was hoping somebody'd make a mistake tonight, but they didn't.
Okay, so now it can only be a majority or a unanimous decision. Sandra Bezic, you are eliminating? It is unanimous. Very difficult, yeah. Let's begin with Jeremy Roenick's why.
You know, all three of you guys were better tonight than you were last night. And on a pressure-packed situation like this, I commend you highly. Curtis and Elena, you guys were so, every week you got better and better. I made my decision strictly on the comfort level that it looked on the skates and the way you were skating, and it got better and better. You were great, but I had to pick somebody, and I'm sorry I picked you guys. But it was just a power, sorry. You can boo me if you guys want, it's okay.
Christopher Dean.
It was infinitesimal. It was that small. Curtis, your skating has been amazing. The short time that I've been here, to watch what you've achieved and watch what you've been doing, I'm blown away. But as Jeremy said, we have to pick somebody, and it was a hair. Congratulations, though, on getting this far and being a part of this group. Amazing.
And Sandra, to sum up?
I'm just so taken by how all three pairs stepped up and skated even better than yesterday and faced the pressure in that way. And if that's not a life lesson to all of us, I don't know what is. You're so impressive. Elena and Curtis, you've had such an incredible season. And Curtis, you should be so proud that you made Elena Berezhnaya Olympic champion, excited to pair skate again. You've been a true partner to her. The only reason why I chose you, and I agree with both my partners, it was infinitesimal, is the other two pairs did a little bit more. They had more variety, but you were beautiful, and you should be proud.
Curtis and Elena, let me start with you, Elena. You don't know what an honor and thrill it is to have you as part of the Battle of the Blades. Katerina Gordieva last year, and you, two of the greatest skaters in the history of our sport. Just to see you stand on one leg and spin and get ready is inspiring, let alone to see what you've done with Curtis, who's a great athlete. What are your feelings about participating in the show and what you accomplished here?
Thank you, everybody who helped us in Curtis to do our programs. Thank you, Paul, and thank you, Curtis family, who voting for us in Saskatoons. Thank you so much, and I'm really so happy to be back on skate. Maybe it's gonna be my last skate today, so thank you, Curtis.
Go ahead, Curtis.
Well, if that's Elena's last skate, I feel privileged and honored to be a part of it, that's for sure. It was a tremendous experience for me to be on figure skates and being around all the teams and pairs this season. And I also want to thank Renee and Paul and everyone else who helped us through some real difficult times, I think. You know, this is, you know, for us to try and learn all the tricks and edges and all that kind of stuff, it was tough. So, but I also want to thank Elena for her patience. She was great, and it was wonderful skating with her, that's for sure. Thank you.
You know, you're in the rodeo world now, raising bulls. How banged up were you two cowboys?
Well, I think the little time off we're going to have before the finale is going to be beneficial, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the wonderful news. You're both going to be here for next week's show. We'll have a big celebration, obviously, with the three pairs advancing to the finale. And the other thing is the Saskatchewan Hospital Foundation, Curtis. Kelly Chase was an inspiration to get you involved, and I'm sure you're proud to help the folks back in your home province.
I think that's the biggest disappointment for me is not being able to continue and win the big prize for the hospital foundation.
Great job. And $25,000 for that wonderful charity. Thank you, Mr. Christopher Dean. Maura Gerson online. Next week, the big finale, Sunday at 8. You won't want to miss it. Insecurity, thanks to their cast. They were here tonight for all of us. Good night.